Good morning, students. Today we start with the second unit of paper 1. In this, first topic is double fertilization and triple fusion. The double fertilization and triple fusion includes the fertilization, germination of pollen grain, then pollen tube wall formation, path of pollen tube, entry of pollen tube into the ovule, entry of pollen tube into the embryo sac, then double fertilization and triple fusion, then post fertilization changes and significance of fertilization. Means prior to fertilization, the pollen grains are transferred from the anther to the stigma of the flower is called as pollination. And the fusion between male gamete and female gamete in sexual reproduction is called as fertilization. Prior to fertilization, the pollen grains they are carried from the anther to the stigma in two cell structures and they lodge on the stigma. After lodging on the stigma, they absorb moisture and water from the surface of stigma and they swells. That's why the breaking of exit takes place and germ tube comes out from the germ pore of pollen grain and which is delicate smooth walled structure. And then the pollen tube which form from the pollen grain, it may be single or it may be branch structure or more than 10 to 14 pollen tubes also form from a single pollen grain. But only one pollen tube grows through the style and reaches the ovary or ovule. At the same time, the generative nucleus which is formed from the generative cell, it divides to form two male gametes and also a tube nucleus of vegetative cell, it also migrates at the tip region of pollen tube and they reach to the ovule. Then pollen tube wall, it is made up of cellulose and pectin and also pollen wall forms callus from the inner lining of pollen tube wall. Then path of the pollen tube. The path of the pollen tube depends on the nature of style. On the basis of nature, the style is classified into three types. Again, completely closed, open, and half closed. Completely closed means it is compact. Style is compact means it formed from the tissue. After germination, it pierces through the connecting tissue of inner wall of style and it reaches to the ovule. In open type means when the style is hollow, that time it grows by the inner wall of hollow tube and then reaches to the ovule. the inner wall of the style, it provides nourishment to the pollen tube. Then the entry of pollen tube into the ovule. The entry of pollen tube into the ovule takes place by three methods. First one is porogamy, second chalazogamy, and third mesogamy. Means the pollen tube entry into the ovule, it may take place by one of the methods. The methods are porogamy, mesogamy, and chalazogamy. In porogamy, the entry of pollen tube into the ovule takes place directly from the micropyle. It is called as porogamy. When the entry of pollen tube takes place from chalazolate, it is called as chalazogamy. And when the pollen tube enters in a ovule through a funicle or integument, it is called as mesogamy. By any one of the methods, the pollen tube enters into the ovule. Then after entering the ovule through the micropyle region, then it enters into a embryo sac. How it pierces through the tissue of nucellus, and then it enters in one of the two synergids. Out of two, but from any one of the synergids, it enters through a finger-like projection which are present on the micropylar regions of the synergid. They are called filiform apparatus. Means the pollen tube in embryo sac enters by through the nucellus, then into the filiform apparatus which is present at the micropylar region of the embryo sac. Then through the filiform apparatus, it enters into any one of the synergy, and there it discharges both the male gametes. Means from a generative cell, it forms two male gametes. Both the male gametes are discharged in one of the synergy. It takes in few seconds. That's why the visiting synergy degenerates earlier than the other not visiting synergy. And also in the up to the recent stage, it was thought that synergids have no functions, but later study shows that the synergid, it provides nourishment to the egg, and also it directs the growing pollen tube, and also for the discharge of male gametes. After discharge of male gametes into the synergid, the visiting synergid degenerates earlier, while other synergid remains as it is. It is called as persistent synergy. And visiting synergid which degenerates first, it is called as degenerating synergy. After discharge or liberation of two male gametes, then double fertilization and triple fusion. Out of two male gametes, one gamete fuses with the egg, and it is called as syngamy or first fertilization. And the second male gamete then fuses with the two polar nuclei or secondary nucleus in the middle of the embryo sac. It is called as second fertilization. That's why double fertilization. means the discharge out of discharge two male gametes, one male gamete fuses with the egg and it is the syngamy or first fertilization, while the second male gamete fuses with the secondary nucleus or two polar nuclei. It is a second fertilization. The male gamete which fuses with egg cell, it develops into embryo, while the second male gamete which fuses with the two polar nuclei or secondary nucleus in embryo cell, after fusion it develops into a primary endosperm. The primary endosperm later on develops into a endosperm. In the development of endosperm, the fusion of two polar nuclei and one male gamete takes place. That's why it is called as triple fusion. Double fertilization means out of two male gamete, one fuses with the egg, other fuses with the secondary nucleus are two polar nuclei. Therefore, it is called as double fertilization. And the embryo which is developed from the fusion of two polar nuclei and a male gamete, it includes the fusion of three nuclei. That's why it is called as triple fusion. After triple fusion, it gives rise to a endosperm, it is nutritive tissue, and it provides nourishment to the developing embryo. The embryo is formed by the fusion of one male gamete with the egg. In this manner, double fertilization and triple fusion takes place. Then post-fertilization changes. After fertilization of egg by means of a male gamete, it develops into a embryo. Then later on, after fertilization, whole ovary forms into a fruit, while the fertilized ovule form into seed, and the other parts of the flower like calyx, corolla and androecium after fertilization withers away, and the funicle of the ovule develops into a stalk of the seed, while the micropyle it remains at a small pore, and the integument of the ovule they disappear later. In this manner, after fertilization, the ovary develops into a fruit, ovules develops into seeds, and other parts like calyx, corolla and androecium withers away. Funicle develops into a stalk of the seed, while the micropyle remains as a small pore-like structure, and integument they later on disappear. In this manner, after fertilization, it develops into a fruit. Then, what is the significance of fertilization? Fertilization in angiosperm, it is for the development or production of viable seeds. And during the gametogenesis, half the number of chromosomes are formed and it is restored after fertilization. It develops into a diploid chromosome after fertilization. Before fertilization, it has haploid number of chromosomes which are formed during the gametogenesis, and it is restored in after fertilization. After fertilization, it develops into a fruit and viable seeds, embryo develops. While the endosperm, it acts as a nutritive tissue, and it is it helps in the resting or dormancy period of the seed for nutrition. And also another significance means it is the evolution of angiosperm from the gymnosperm. Means in gymnosperm there is no endosperm formation, while it remains as a store food material in case of angiosperm. In this manner, double fertilization and triple fission takes place in angiosperm. This is about